Peace and blessings, family. Sister Ajali, this is a tragedy. I am going with the Most High who said, don't gloat. This was awful. My analysis of this person's philosophy might get a little bit, I always get passionate. It is what it is. But the action that he took, without a doubt, it's not something I promote for anybody. And I wish that there was some way someone could have intervened in order to talk this guy out of making such a okay, now's where I'm going to separate it from him and just talk about the action itself. Such a ridiculously horrible choice in trying to get your point out there. Like before he did this, obviously, he was walking around with a sign that says Trump is with Biden and they're about to fascist coup us. You know what? That's just a given. And what is more in play here is this guy just basically wanted folks desperately to be looking at him specifically. When you reach a level of sanity, you know that all of this world history and all the rest of it, it's been going on with whiteism in charge for so long. You could only do the best that you can. There have been fighters throughout every epoch who lived and died without seeing the results of their actions. When you understand you are a part of people, now he wasn't part of our people, but when you are part of people, you just do the best you can and you live your life. So for him to have made this choice, and I understand before he did this, he was, throwing a goblet of wine at a picture with Trump. Really? You gonna do this over Trump and Biden, over the political system, over fascism? And fascism has names. So I'm just saying, over those two jokesters, and RFK, he's, looks decent and credible, but he just is full of crap as all the rest of them. Because for them to never, ever divulge the scope of the truth, that tells me everything. Because they all stay on code. They have black operatives who stay on code. Because I've discovered so much about the hell of man-made radiation that it is just improbable that black us, and we read, have overlooked this to the detail that is available for all. I forgot to put the book list. I'll try to put it with this. But for all these persons, and I mean right now the white persons who will get up and do drastic things like even Julian Assange. When I first read some of what Julian Assange put out there, I was like, he ain't bringing up Israel. I'm not saying in what way he should be bringing up Israel, but isn't it telling? You can't even tell the truth about Israel. All right? And so they have this whole thing where the elites, the satanic elites, they fund both sides of the war. But they never fund us being free. They never fund getting the truth out about man-made radiation. It's always like, the way they used to do the old dinosaur movies, and they would just portray them in a way that made absolutely no sense. They'd have cave people running around with the dinosaurs, and that was impossible. If there were dinosaurs, there's all sorts of stuff that I still have to look into myself. I'm not quite sure if these people are that capable of orchestrating a total fabrication. But I know going to the moon, no. Right? The Van Allen belt, no. And goodness gracious, these dudes are liars. You do not do something like this over liars and over the further falsehood that this guy, before he lit himself up, put out there for the world to see. I mean, goddamn, what a narcissist. Right here, I could tell right away you are on the wrong track. Even if he wasn't an operative who'd been MK'd in his mind so that, given a certain prompting, I've read about stuff of that sort, he would commit this act. I don't know. When you are hanging around devils, everything is weird. And so it's like, beloved Muta Baraka sang, rapped, it's no good to stay in the white man country too long. I love that. But right down here, well, this from the quote from Bill Casey. Yeah, that's true. We know about that. But that's the whole thing is that they send so many distractions and delusions. After a while, you don't know which way is up or down. That's why you keep the one and only in mind. Use the name of the creator as he's come to you. That's a personal conversation. I'm not about to get in between. He came to me as Allah. I was there, so I know the details. I am going to stay with that, all right? But down here, I was looking at this. I was like, there you go. An Occupy Returns booklet. Why would you want Occupy, which was also a complete setup, to return? It was ineffective as it was. Just try telling the damn truth, okay? So he says our only goal, abolish our criminal government and replace it with one that serves all. That's the pluribus unum right there, dude. You might as well go to the coconut grove and hang out with the owl lovers, right? No, we're supposed to separate. It's that simple. But white folks, they get all bent out of shape. And it's like a subconscious terror on their part of black us being independent to control our own destiny when you didn't make us, right? We were made by the one and only. So this, we all don't conquer and divide or divide and conquer. That happened centuries ago. We're just in a constant conquering phase where they're running like rats, literally, to keep the original sin from their ancestors looking as if it makes sense. Like I did this share. I didn't do it. I just uploaded it, but I couldn't comment on it. So I put this title hoping folks would get what I was saying, where this is a fashion show. And this happened, I would have to look at the timeline exactly, but it happened before the hella weird actresses got an invitation at the Oscars before this Oscars or whatever to show up as bare as they dared. And this is just, it's nasty where they're walking, they're supposed all angry. They got the black man coming out super drag queened out. And all the things that they're just like, why can't you do this? They got George Soros out there throwing money. They got some other guy named Fink out there throwing wokery money around in order to make black us the face of this madness that we know is madness. And they come after those of us, black us specifically, who are telling the full truth. Wish nobody any harm. Nobody. I always have to say that because I know in a heartbeat they would defame who I am as somebody I'd come here because I know all of this can be remedied in a peaceful fashion. Even Flame Guy. If we reset up a sane society, heterosexually based, and we stop it with the friggin', what do they call it? Sin gender, whatever, the cisgender. That's a cis, it's a tumor. How can what is the body be the tumor? That's only if the tumor's trying to convince the body, just give up. No, right? So they got this entity, a man. This is a man. I can't stand how when you go to these news sites, they're using the absolute incorrect pronouns for these people I don't care what they say, they are certifiable. And so this dude in this video is making violent threats. And this is like a year old. And he made another one on TikTok. This is on TikTok, but it's been uploaded on YouTube. I don't see them taking this sucker down. Right? But I did this video capture of Organic Slam. White guy does nothing but talk about Fukushima and radiation. And he does so really well. Really well. And he applied for, what is it? I don't even want to apply for it, so I don't even know. But to get ads on his channel so he could get some sort of revenue from this thing. And they said, oh, no, you don't. Oh, no, you don't. You're chat monetization. It wasn't accepted. Harmful content. What? Stop. But not this? Not this. This isn't harmful. Right? They are doing their best to get that war started. They are so desperate they even have to make movies to encourage people. And I understand in the movie Civil War, they don't even have any genuine sides because all of this is about BS. This is all about how whiteism is not white supremacy. It's the smoke and mirrors of their paranoia that their due date on having done evil and never stopping the evil. So that the sins of the father are the new sins of their great grandchildren. And there's reasons that they've gone along and colluded with all of this, and it's causing them extra paranoia. And I would believe that's why Allah said, I'm coming for the principalities. If you're an individual doing the right thing, I ain't coming for you. But which principality are you on? Are you on the one that is nonstop lying to you? And so you believe in a e pluribus unum? You believe the one-eyed man is king in the land of the blind? No, in that kind of land, the two-eyed man is number one on the FBI most wanted list. Fascism, this dude was a communist. Same thing. It's all satanic. It all leads to just more whiteism. More whiteism. This extreme act of protest is your last. It's not even an act. It's over. It's done with. Thank goodness. I don't wish him death. But once you set yourself on fire like that, the best hope for anybody who's done that to themselves is clocking out. Because your life is just going to be agony if they manage to save you. And he even donated. He was donated his organs. Who would want those organs? I don't know. I'm just saying. My condolences to his family. You know, some people, I think everybody could be resurrected or saved if our society is saner. But when it comes to Western people, they're just right by the precipice of the nothingness. And so they don't hear sanity just as well as anybody on this earth who knows we only have one planet would hope they hear. Because they think of themselves as the king of the hill. Everything they ponder and do is just penultimate. It's the top. Nobody can question it. And our planet is going to hell. So much so that the International Atomic Energy Agency changed this to dots so it wouldn't look so glaring. But goddamn, every single one of these dots is radiation. Okay? And they ain't saying a goddamn word. All they're doing is trying to keep us from noticing. We have all the power we need to say, not today, devil. Not ever. Go on over to 25000yearcycle.org and get amazing products. Get amazing guidance. It's for real. When a people are so fed up with a lie, there's nothing that can stop them from embracing the truth. I don't care what they do. We're through and we are forever. I love you. Straight black pride, and we are good. Peace and blessings.